bad video games. But the thing is, he's worried about video games, and their effect. And I think he's kind of raising some of the wrong mistakes, or wrong things here. And I think he's kind of generating a lot of hype, unfortunately, and he's using that for whatever purpose. But he's kind of like misleading a scared crowd of people. So, and that's the fear. That's the thing we have to worry about and realize is that our society, any society, is susceptible to fear. We're all susceptible to fear, and it's like we're always going to be susceptible to fear. But fear is a mind killer. Fear is which is what Dune was all about. I mean, that's why you watch Dune. It's a long, boring movie, but it's neat, and the reason why is because they have these interesting philosophies. Alright, what the heck am I doing? Alright. This is going to be murder editing. Oh my god, this is going to be murder editing. But I will do it. Yes, I will do it because, if it will help me get a job, if it will help me do something, learn something, acquire something while I'm in this state of, whatever, then yeah. And like I said, guys in G4, if I can gain just knowledge from you guys, that'd be so awesome. That's why I want to hang out with you guys. That's why, friend requests for a social group. God, I hate to remember to keep mentioning that because I want this to pay off somehow. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to use from you. I'm not going to use you guys. I'm not going to steal from you guys. I'm not going to whatever weird thing from like a wedding crashers. It's like I'm not like that. Help yourself. Help other people. Use things to do, good for other people. If I'm going to influence anything in the world, maybe I can influence people to love each other and respect each other, and do better for each other. Because why not? If you, and if you wonder what you're going to do with your life, do this. Join the military. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it up again, but guess what? By me doing that too, it legitimizes that, guess what? I can have any kind of freaking opinion I want, and people criticize whatever they want, and but I want everybody to watch me and listen to what I'm saying, So okay, you don't have to watch me, sorry, but you listen to what I'm saying, and just let it sink in, and let it mingle in your mind. What is this guy doing? What is he trying to encourage? And then tell people, say, hey, watch this guy. That's what I hope. If you get to this point, and this long thing, if you dig what I'm saying, if you like what I'm doing, then encourage others. Tell them like, hey, check this guy out. Listen to him, and they're like, this guy's boring. This guy's crazy. This guy's that. No, just keep listening. Just keep listening. You'll understand. And like I said, just encourage people to do that. And that's why I'm going to encourage my buddies to do it, because I want them to experience the same thing. This explosion of ideas, I want to create, through people I meet, this feeling that, you can create a positive society. And guess where it starts? From you. You can just say, I'm just going to be a better person. I'm not going to be jerks to people. I'm not going to do this and that. I'm being more respectful. I'm going to slow down on the freeways. I'm going to help that person over there. I'll be respectful of my neighbors. I will think before others, or I will think first of others, then of myself. And it's like, and it's so easy. And you go to bed at night, content with yourself. Why do religious men love being religious? Why do they love, donning weird robes, observing strange practices, and just doing this and that? Because they're living, in a way to dedicate themselves to God, and they're living in contentment. They do good every day. They're happy with themselves. They don't need vice. That's why the original man lived like that, because they said, you don't need vice. You can live, you're knowledgeable in the fact that, you're living well. This is all you need. And that's why they embrace these, very Spartan, furnishings and stuff like that. But on top of that, it was, it's to like deny, the vices and other things like that. So, but like I said, it's living like a god. Living the way you want to. So that's why there were some gluttons. But we ourselves can live like gods, and live happy with each other, live at peace with each other. So that's my whole thing. Okay, where was I? I was trying to get a job with G4. Or not a job at G4, but, gain the friendship of G4. Because, like I said, it's just, hey, guy's going to be your friend. And that's how I'm going to title it, friend request. But, that's what I want. I want... I want to become these guys' friends, and just, like I said, hang out with them. Like I said, express ideas. Because I just had all these ideas tonight, right now, off the top of my head. Inspired whatever delusions of grandeur, whatever, things in my environment, whatever. It's just, we don't need negativity. We don't need to judge each other. We don't need to look down on each other. We can help each other. Let that be society. That's why I hope, anybody who watches this, go out and encourage other people to watch this and say, like, listen to this guy. No, just keep listening to him. Listen to what he's saying. And realize there's a purpose to all of it. It's like I'm trying to encourage people to use their brains. And if I'm going to be in this weird position where I'm going to influence people, then so be it. I want to influence people. I'm going to influence people in a weird way, and so I'm going to use the power of YouTube and you listening to me to encourage you to let other people, make them listen. Because there's a purpose, there's a reason. And it's the raising up of society. It's egalitarian. It's helping your fellow man. It's helping the world. We're the best country in the world. Everyone wants to come here and live here. Let's prove it further by helping the rest of the world. Let there be a world government. Let it be the UN or something else, but let it work, Let it be something that eventually they're like, all right, all the world is content. All the world is safe and happy. Nobody's dying unnecessarily. Nobody. There is no more problems. There are no more problems. We can live in that society, and it won't be a horrible, rigid place. It'll be a happy place because everybody will be living like gods. Everybody will be, basically, if we can turn the rest of the world into the United States, like the United States society, I think the rest of the world could really tolerate that. But guess what? They can only handle so much. They have to get into it. They have to grow into it. Societies, occur because of the population, what the people believe in. So that's why I'm able to come up with this idea and share it with the world. Because, I can, and it's encouraged. And that's the thing about, men of logic is that they've always encouraged knowledge. So that's the other reason, that's the argument you're going to use to your friend about making him watch this is that, look, when your friend finally says, look, why am I watching this? You tell your friend, like, look, this guy is going to give you knowledge. He's going to give you logic. And it may be right logic, maybe bad or weird logic in your opinion, whatever. It could be totally like obtuse and like foreign and like, oh my God, you're just some bizarre guy. But it's a different kind of logic, and it's but it's a logic of peace and of love and of understanding and of living in harmony. I want that's what I want of society. I don't want anything in return. Yeah, I don't want anything in return. I just want if I can have a voice for a moment and speak to everybody, let them hear me, then let that be it. And if I'm not getting everybody's attention, well, go out my army of minions and or followers, but just be at peace. Just think of peace. Listen to ideas. Don't judge each other. Don't look down on each other because you're different. And in fact, look up different things. That's the other thing is that that's the other reason why I want to hang out with you guys at G4. Because you guys do things. You guys talk about stuff all the time. I would love to just like sit there on the back of the set and or like when you're going through the day and film it, and watch you guys create, your show and document that, because I think that would just like, oh my God, that would so kick butt. But it would kick butt in the sense that that because your show is it's like it's cutting edge, but it's more like it's what is it? It's the flagship. It's going into new